So the Indiana Fever right now are pretty good. They are pretty good. Look, almost certainly they're going to keep Kelsey Mitchell in free agency. I know people are talking about whether she wants to leave, whether she's not. Look, there, I'd say, if you're asking me, there's a 95.5% chance she's still there. Like, I can't see them not coring her if she wants to leave. Like, look, if she, like, if it's up to the Fever, they can make sure that she has to play for them. I don't think if she says, I want to go, like, if she says, I want to go, they're going to core her and trade her. So it's not like they're going to just let her walk in free agency. If they core her and trade her, it's probably going to be for another like elite shooting guard. And realistically, if that happens, if it ends up she says she doesn't want to be there, I'd look at, say, coring and trading her to like maybe a Washington for an Ariel Atkins, similar age. And I do feel like fit-wise, they'd be quite similar. I think Ariel Atkins might be a better fit, but I would still just keep Kelsey Mitchell on the 1-year max deal. But the team has an Alyssa Smith problem, as in they need to find a replacement. She's gone. She took Indiana Fever out of her Instagram bio. She's gone. She's 1 foot out the door. No, she's 2 feet out the door. And Alyssa Smith will never play for the Indiana Fever again. And if she does, I will be shocked. But with her being gone, they're realistically not going to get anything of note from her. This year is going to be just looking at a lot of power forwards, whether that be via the draft, whether that be via Europe. We obviously know how great MMA Samoa will be, especially if they do bring in a coach that plays an up-tempo offense. Imagine if you guys watched the way Belgium played their offense in the Olympics, it was like it would be a lot of like high pick and rolls, pick and pops, where the power forward made a lot of decisions. And imagine having like that flexibility of the European style motion offense, where it's kind of like a 4-out win in, but a lot of like high-low actions with the bigs, where you've got like MMA Saman, you've got Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark kind of running the show at the 1, with Kelsey Mitchell playing the Julie Vanloo role at the 2. Like that would be, if you bring in a coach that implements that type of an offensive structure with the players of that high IQ, it would be a joke. It would be an absolute joke how good that team would be, but obviously I don't think you're going to get her. So I'm going to be spending a lot of the year looking at like EuroLeague, college, trying to see what players will fit best. But there is an obvious choice. If they can pull this off, it's sorted. I think they're going to win. This is like a championship level move. And Nneka Ogwumike. So if you want to look right here at this lineup, this is a big 4. This is an all-star level. I do want to apologize. My laptop's kind of just jumping up and down. It's not on particularly flat. But this is an all-star level big 4. And they just got swept in the first round of the playoffs. Not only did they get swept, Nneka Ogwumike, who I would have had on my all-WNBA first team, did not step up. She didn't step up. Jewel Lloyd was terrible. Jewel Lloyd's been terrible all year. Ezi Magbagor, considering how young she is, I think she's either just turned 25 or still 24 years old. Like, she's younger than some rookies. She is like one of the best young bigs in the W. Like 25 and under, I would have her as number 2 behind Aaliyah Boston. And like obviously Skylar Diggins is Skylar Diggins. But Nneka Ogwumike, it did show that if you're looking to win a championship, Nneka Ogwumike as your best player is not going to do it. As great as Nneka Ogwumike is, at this point in her career, she's not going to be the best player on a championship team. So we're looking at 20 at the free agents. You're not getting Stewie. Like, Stewie is just not going to go to Indiana, and like that is a given. That's not like a thing for Indiana. It's like she's at the Liberty. Like, no one's gonna leave the Liberty. DeWanna Bonner can't be cored, but like DeWanna Bonner's not leaving Alyssa Thomas. Satu can be cored and probably will be cored. So if you want to get Satu, and this is the problem when it comes to Indiana, is if they want to get Satu, if Satu wants to go to Indiana, you're gonna have to give up, obviously, Alyssa Smith in the trade, which is irrelevant, but you probably also have to give up Lexi Hull, your 2026 and your 2027 first round pick. Like, that's probably what it would cost. What it would cost to get Satu. I'm trying to think who else. Is there anyone else that's of note? That would be what they'd want to trade for. No, probably not. That's probably what it'd probably be Smith, Hull, and 2 firsts, maybe 3 firsts, maybe 2 firsts, 2 seconds. Like, you might not have a draft pick till 2029 if you get Satu. And the problem is that you're going to get Satu on a 1-year rental. He's no one signing a contract past 2025 without the like guarantee someone's going to stay long term, I'm not trading away any assets for Satu. As great as Satu is, like if you really want Satu, like just get her in free agency. Especially if she does go once out of Dallas, gets traded to somewhere like the Sky, has a disastrous year, we could pick her up for free. Maisha Hines-Allen, obviously, I like Hines-Allen. I think she's a pretty decent forward. She'd be on like my... If Nelissa Smith is gone and her salary's off the books and we just can't get anything really in free agency, getting a Maisha Hines-Allen for like 150k a year is not the worst thing in the world. Like, she's been great for the Lynx, but if the Lynx can keep her, I think she's going to stay with the Lynx. And yeah, that's really what it is. Like, it is Nneka Ogwumike. Nneka Ogwumike is the one, like, individual player that I think can push Indiana from a good team to being a contender. Because she goes from being a first option, like a really good first option, like borderline all WNBA first option, to being a third or fourth option. And just... Look, as much as people want to say that this Big Four is like so strong and how they not win a playoff game, imagine a Big Four of Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Leah Boston, Nneka Ogwumike. Nneka Ogwumike can be that veteran leader. She can be the veteran presence. She's getting a little bit on in years, so she doesn't have to take that load of being like... She doesn't have to take the load of being the number one player. She doesn't have to be the best player every night. She can let Caitlin carry some nights. She can let Kelsey carry some nights. She can let Leah Boston carry some nights. What she can do as well is she's a versatile player. She can shoot the three a little bit. She can shoot the mid. She can defend 4 or 5. She can play 4 or 5 probably. I wouldn't be surprised if she could dabble at the 3 a little bit. Like, she has that ability to... She has that versatility. And if you want to win in the WNBA, you have to have an elite power forward. No, I can't remember the last time anyone has won without an absolutely elite power forward. Like, I'm just trying to think through the years. I can't remember who Chicago had in 2021. But, like, 2019, you had Emma Mason for the Mystics. 2020, you had Stewie. 2018, you had Stewie. 2022, 23, you had Aja. So, you really do need to be elite at that position. And Nneka Ogwumike, with how badly the Seattle Storm situation ended for Nneka, I wouldn't be too surprised to see if she maybe wants to leave. And as somebody who obviously has huge ambitions outside of basketball, I'd say, for when she's done, one of the most popular players in the league, someone that would be incredibly popular amongst Fever fans, I wouldn't be that... And she seems to like Caitlin Clark, so I wouldn't be that surprised to see at least that being more so a rumor when we're going down. Like, look, I thought there was no chance of her leaving Seattle after 1 year, but it ended so badly that, like, there's no guarantee anymore that Nneka stays, whereas you would have thought there was a guarantee only last week.